Hi everyone, I'm back with part 4. My part 3 was my pockets and tucks, which I put inside my journal, and I'm going to show you the stamping that I do once the signature is put together. I do tend to do the stamping after I've put my pockets and stuff in, because then I know where I'm going to stamp. I use an old mouse mat, just like that, and I use the foam side, and I am using this stamp, this one for the two little pockets, and this one I put on my squared paper. So to start with, I am going to do this one. decisions. So I just mount that onto the block, and I will obviously start deciding where I'm going to put them. So I'm going to start on here. I'm just going to move the journal around so that I can see and you can see clearly. So obviously ink the stamp up. This is quite boring really, but I said I would show, so I'm showing. And I get a nice clean stamped image by using this. And the reason I do it before I put the tags and stuff in is because it gets too bulky, and that's when your stamping can mess up when you don't get a clear image. So I'll just go through and find the pages that I want to do. I'm not doing every page. And I have kind of prepped everything for my next video, which is going to be the tags and ephemera that I'm using. Just going to hold that down there, it keeps popping up. Actually interesting to me to see how long this actually takes me to do the stamping. Now this journal, I started this late last night, and just getting bits done throughout the day because I've been really lazy today because I felt rubbish. But all my coffee dyed papers are obviously pre-done. I didn't have to do them. Whoops, I've just wobbled that camera. And that's the centre. I'm going to continue doing it on, I'm not going to do the middle. I'm going to turn it around now so that I'm doing, or shall I don't know, yeah, I'm going to do it so that on the second part of the signature I'm doing that stamp this way. You can continue doing it the other way, but I've kind of filled my pages up on this side, on that side of the signature. So I'm just going to slip that in there. I know stamping can be tricky for some people, taking me years to master stamping. Sorry, I meant to say the ink that I'm using is this one. And sometimes you have to find the right ink for your stamps, because I've found certain inks don't work with, or they don't work well with some of my stamps. But the archival ink, I don't have any problems with. Memento ink is just as good, but I find that is very wet, and sometimes you've got to leave it to dry just a little bit, and I want patience for that, so hence why I use the archival ink. And this one is jet black. I have a memento one which occasionally I use, but it's kind of running out now, which is the espresso truffle. And I'm just not I just prefer black. It's just my choice of ink. So that is the back page. Now I'm going to go back to the beginning, and you see that obviously stamping is on this side, so I'm going to do some stamping on here, but I'm changing the stamp, I can't think what it's called then, to this corner one. And again, using the mat so I get a nice clear print. And I'm just going to do down the bottom and the top. And where there is a pocket or a tuck, oh gosh, I hope I'm in frame here. Where there's a corner or a tuck, I will just do the top. Like here is, I'm just going to move the camera slightly. Miss that one, do this one, and doing the top and the bottom. And I don't have any problem with it even when you get a majority of the way through, because there isn't much bulk in it, and this softens the it just softens the back. Missed that one, so I might have to go back and do that. This is the centre, so what I'm going to do is do it here and here, and that side and that side, because I will flip it round in a second. So I'm just going to flip it round and do it that way. I'm going to miss that one out because it's too close. I'm going to do the top here. I know use that are pro at your journals will already know all this stuff, but this would be these videos will be ideal for beginners, just some tips and whatnot. Making sure I'm in frame because I know I'm sliding around this mat. I'm going to do this top one. I'm just going to set that on there because it keeps, I've only got two hands and that just kept getting in my way. And one up here. See what time I'm at. So that's that. Now I'm going to come back with my little heart stamp, and I'm going to do the squared paper. Now I'm putting the journal around the right way. I'm just going to do 3 little stamps there. I'm going to turn that over and do 3 at the bottom. And then find my other squared paper, which is there. It's a little bit still sticky in there. If you find that your pages have stuck together, if you're impatient like me, then just gently prise them apart. Don't do it really quickly because the paper will rip. And on here, I can really feel my voice going as well. Ugh. I've had a bad shoulder all week, and now I've got a cold and a sore throat. So I think I want to the other side of the signature to find this other squared paper, and 3 up the top. Three down the bottom. And even through this process I still haven't decided on what I'm doing with the front cover. I normally keep them flat because if you're going to write in it, I don't like having a big lumpy, you know, at the bottom or something, and you know, it just makes it awkward to write in if you're writing in it. Not that I do a lot of writing in it, but I know that people do write in their journals. I just add things to mine. So that's the squared paper sorted out. Now I'm going to use this little stamp. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting's not great now. All I'm going to do there is find these corner pages that I've done here with the flip ups. I'm just going to stamp on there. I'm not going to add any more embellishments. And just center that. And I've got one on the other side, which is, I don't know where it's gone. There it is. And there is that. So that's the stamping done. So that's part 4. I'm at 12 minutes, so I'll come back with part 5, which will be the tags and ephemera that I'm going to come in and use, which are all prepped, and any other little fine details that I'm going to add to it. So I will be back with part 5.